Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to start off by giving all praises and blessings to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to the elect, pushing this word in truth and in sincerity, risking life and livelihood in so doing, especially in these times more than any other. Shalom to the women, to the children who watch and who learn as well. All right. Here is an interesting article. Very interesting, very comical. Okay. And this is off of Newsbreak. All right. I decided to just, I was, looking through some little, information, a bunch of information. There's a lot going on right now. So this article caught my eye. All right. And the name of the article is "The Painting Commissioned to Respond to Hume's Racism." Okay. Now, I don't know if you can see this painting. I'm going to try to make it bigger. The screen will adjust or won't. So it won't adjust. It won't roll so that the picture could be larger. So we'll just click on the article and I'll just read a little something. And it says, "The painting commissioned to respond to Hume's racism." All right. By Justin Weinberg, November the 15th. All right. It said, in 1753, David Hume had published a revised version of one of his celebrated essays on national characters. Okay. In a lengthy new footnote, he asserted that Negroes were in every way naturally inferior to whites. Okay. He claimed that there never had been and never would be a single black person distinguished in either arts or sciences. Okay. And wow, that was a lot for Hume's to say, although it was quite true. All right. It's quite true. And it is also, at the same time, a big, bold-faced lie. Okay. It's a goddamn lie. All right. Like the old, can't nobody say goddamn lie like an old person. Oh, they make it stick to you. Old Jake, he called you a lie. You was a lie. You was a goddamn lie. Okay, they make it stick to you. Hey, Esau is a goddamn liar. All right, a goddamn lie. All right. All right, the so-called white people are a goddamn lie. All right, so let's get into it real quick. I said that it was true, all right, because for one thing, if you're looking historically or scholarly, all right, there is no such thing at the time. At the time, there would not have been a such thing as black, okay, or or white people, because we know that in around 1611, all right, and this was brought out by the elder of the GMS Chicago camp, the beloved brother Malcolm, that the term black and white, all right, uh, came about during those time periods, all right. So let me see. Did this guy say classified? No, he didn't. All right. Um. So up until this point, people would have been, you know, uh, ethic. That's why he had to come back. Okay, he had to come back in his revised. Okay, in his revised. Uh, in his revised book, and make this assertion. All right, that Negroes. Okay, because we weren't even referred to on the global scale as Negroes either. All right, and so for the most part, we know we know from study. All right, that even at that time period, and see this goes to show you that these white people, that these Edomites, all right, should I say, they're not white, they're red, all right? They're trying to hide who they are. Uh, they never had any intention on freeing you so-called Negroes. They have to this day a deep hatred for you so-called black people, man. Okay? Now, what the assertion that he gave is, and this was a scholarly at the time. This was a scholarly assertion, okay, on a well known author, okay, and people listened to what he said, all right, even though what he said the was debunked, all right, but up into this period, so-called blacks or Negroes, they would have been classified, or they were classified by the countries in which uh, they had left. All right. Um, France. All right. Um, Portugal. Okay. Scotland, Ireland. All right. Parts of Africa where they were taken from. All right. Taken as captive, and even in parts of those European or Western Asian countries, they were taken and carried away as slaves from there. All right. And there was also a period to where at this time period, Esau was pretty much still whitewashing things. All right. And so even that being the case, okay, it was of course it was, it was a lie, but it was an attempt, okay, and this is what Esau did. It was an attempt, okay. Now, why did they point out, why was it that the Edomite just only pointed out the Negro race? Why he didn't point out anyone else? Okay? Why was no one else pointed out? Because they were spreading and spewing total poppycock, all right? Total nonsense, all right? All right, so the response, all right, this says that's Farah Daba Hawala, okay? Princeton, okay, in the London Review of Books, in a fascinating detective story account of an 18th century portrait of Francis Williams, okay, a Jamaican man whose scientific abilities earned him a nomination. Okay, you see, it didn't call him a black man or a Negro man. Okay, it called him a Jamaican man because, you know, during that time period and before that time period, you would have been referred to mostly, unless you were a slave. Okay, see, they knew that the system, the white oppressive system, that which is still intact to this day, to where they wouldn't let uh, the slaves read or write or have any understanding of who they were or who their family were, or any of that. Okay, was in place and was being enforced even at this time period. Okay, and so this was just a prideful boast by the Edomites, okay, of the success that they had in destroying so-called, black people, okay, who are the Israelites, mentally, okay, which is part of the curses, all right? So even, and that goes on to this day. You get the higher taxes, you get the Tulsa, Oklahoma, all of this. They have to keep the playing field uneven. They have to keep the playing field uneven, because the reality is that's why they don't want to give so-called Negroes reparations, because if Negroes had reparations, well, then that would even the playing field. And so-called Negroes, or we are the Israelites. We are so the truth of the matter is that we're so superior. Okay, we're so superior to them that we would surpass them, and that they would go back in chains, and they know this. All right, they know this. That's why there has to be an offset. That's why they don't want you in the same on the same playing field, man. They understand what's at stake. Okay, they see it. You know, they can't hide it. All right, it can't be hidden. So I'm going to get some scriptures. Then I'm going to finish off the rest of that from our wonderful King. All right, start off as we always do. Psalm 62:9. Surely men of low degree are vanity, and men of high degree are a lie. To be laid in the balance, Okay? They are altogether lighter than vanity. All right? So Esau, all right, he's a man of a low estate who, who has made himself to be, someone of a higher state, okay? But he's really just a low ass Edomite. All right. Psalms 119 and 69, the proud have forged a lie against me, but I will keep thy precepts with my whole heart. Okay. So, hey, the truth, the cat is out of the bag. All right. Okay. Okay, John. All right. 8 and 44. All right. It's talking about the Edomites. It says, ye are of your father the devil. Okay. And the lust of your father ye will do. He was a murderer from the beginning and abode not in the truth. All right. Because there is no truth in him. Okay. When he speaketh a lie, he speaketh of his own. Okay. And that's what Esau has done. He has, over the years, over the centuries, tried to reinforce these lies. But, now, the paint is, the paint is coming off of the lies. The truth is coming into the light. Okay. You can't hide a lit candle under a bed. All right. It's going to cause a motherfucking fire. All right. And that's what it's doing. All right. So, back to the story. It says, in a fascinating detective story account of an 18th century portrait of Francis Williams, a Jamaican man, again, okay, I'm going to repeat this again. Hume's, okay, was playing off of the fact that you now had a institution where people were referred to as black and white. Okay. So now books, okay, were printed, okay, with individuals classifying themselves as white people, okay, and classifying Israelites, okay, as blacks, okay, when when the reality of the matter was that our people didn't subscribe to being black. Okay, that was forced on them. They were either from England, France, Portugal, Spain, or whatever part of Africa or of the world they originated. Okay? So this individual, all right, had abilities which earned him a nomination to membership in the Royal Society in 1716, which was ultimately denied because he was black. All right. Says Dahawabawala notes that during his lifetime, Williams had been the most famous black person in the world, at least among educated English-speaking people. He was rich, he was a gentleman, he was a scholar, he was celebrated as a clever and accomplished person. Okay? So, you could go in and read, okay, more on this story, okay, which I just read just a little bit of it, as you see. I didn't read it all. But, yeah, hey, some of these stories, you know, re, reflect and bring out scriptures on, man. All right. So, as you see, this is not nothing, hey, it's not hatred, okay? It's not spewing hate, okay? So all that we are doing is we are bringing the truth to light, okay? These people, Humes, and, there's still their way of white supremacy is still intact to this day and still being used, all right, on our people, all right? So with that being said, anyway, Lord willing, you have the truth and you have been edified. Till next time, Shalom.